Hello and welcome to Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. We are at the National Women's Show and we are here to film Stacey McKenzie from Canada's Top Model. She has a wonderful inspirational talk about how to bring out your inner supermodel that we are going to share with you.
I always wanted to be a model. I was, born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. I never had the opportunity to pursue my dream there, so I pretty much used what I had, which was my looks, and just taught myself how to pose and how to walk. And how I did that was I would look in front of the mirror, and that's how I would emulate different personalities in the mirror, and that's how I taught myself how to do different different poses. So I'd be in the mirror and be like, oh, there's Harry, the guy that I like. Be really mad, really sad. That's how I learned how to pose. And then how to walk, I used to steal my mom's shoes. Yes, you know how you little girls do it too. I used to steal my mom's shoes, right? And I used to wear it to school. So how I came across the world of fashion was my sister brought an in-flight magazine. And in the magazine, there was a picture, two pictures of a picture of Jean-Paul Gaultier and Madonna. So when I saw that couple, I was like, ooh, they're so cool looking, right? So from there, I found out about the world of fashion. Originally, I thought that fashion was back home in Jamaica, to us, fashion is like modeling, when you're getting dressed to go out, go to school or go to church, and you put on your outfit and you look in front of the mirror and you're like, yeah, I'm modeling. We didn't know it was a career. Never had a clue. Didn't have a clue that we could make money off of this, right? It's an actual career. So once I found that out, that was it. I just went after it full force as much as I could back home. At some point, we got the opportunity to come to Toronto, Canada. Once we did that, I actively pursued the industry. And even although I didn't have much resources to work with, and ladies and gentlemen, it's really important, right? Whatever it is that you want to do in life, you're going to come across obstacles, yes. You might not have the money, right? You might not have, whatever the resources is. The money, the connections, the opportunity to get in the business. Don't let that hinder you. And that's what I did for myself. I didn't let that hinder me. When we came here, we didn't know anybody. My mom, it was just me and my mom and my sister, who was already here, but we didn't have nobody. We didn't have any connections. So I had to actively teach, find out about the industry and teach myself about the industry. And nowadays, you guys have the computer, the internet and all that stuff. You guys are lucky. You guys should be running and just researching and, immersing yourself in whatever it is that you want to do in life every day, all day long. Me, I only have the newspaper to get your foot in that door. And what I did was I picked up the phone and pretended to be an agent calling on behalf of Stacey McKenzie. That's how I got in to see Elite, Ford, those agencies, those big agencies. I wasn't playing. I was like Miss Michelle Williams from Kingston, Jamaica, and I represent Stacey McKenzie, who's the hottest product out of Jamaica, who's gonna take the world by storm, and you need to meet her because she's only in Toronto for a week. Mind you, I live in Toronto, in Glendower, in Scarborough, okay? Right, Scarborough, exactly, yes. And that's how I was able to make the appointments and went in to see all the agencies. And when I went in to see all those agencies, they all said no. Every one of them said no. They were like, are you crazy? Well, they say no. In Toronto, they're nice. Here, they're like, oh, no, it's okay. You should try something else. It's not for you. Then I tried my luck. I did try something else. I kept on going back the next week and the following week. It was the same thing over and over again. No, not for you. Not for you. You shouldn't be here. You're not meant to be a part of this business. Then they started telling me that I needed to change my look. And people, it's really important for you to because at the time when I started, I didn't love myself because I wasn't accepted by others. So because of that, I didn't love me. And I started to believe these things that these people are telling me to do, that I wasn't good enough, I wasn't pretty enough, I would never be because I don't fit the typical mold of beauty, right? So I started to try to conform to fit in. I literally chopped my hair off, straightened it, right? I got markers penciled in my eyebrows to make my eyebrows darker because it's my natural hair color. So I'm like a blonde, and so I penciled it in. Hid my freckles with a lot of foundation. Ladies, I went as far as foundation. You see the size of these lips? I foundationed these lips, okay? You know what? This is what God gave me to work with. This is the body he gave me to work with, which is fabulous, by the way. You can't really tell underneath this, but it's just fabulous. He gave me this face to work with. He gave you that body, that face, that smile, the hair, the personality, if you're like crazy and loud. He gave you all of that to work with. So it's important for you to take that and make the best of it. Don't you want to make the best of it? Right? You don't want to make the worst of it, do you? No. You want to have fun with life, right? There's going to be a lot of people that's going to love you, like you, and hate you no matter what. But once you love yourself and own yourself and you have a strong sense of self, none of that would, affect you. Because you can't please everybody. Just please you. It's all about pleasing you, loving you, and liking you and accepting you, working with what you got, and making the best of it and pleasing you and being happy within you, right? My agency wasn't sending me out for potential jobs, so you know what I did? I took it into my own hands. I stole some appointments out of their date book. Again, work with what you got. I didn't have much to work with, right? So I'm like, all right, I got all of this to work with, but I got a lot of personality. They don't want to give me no appointments. I'm going to find those appointments, and I'm going to go. I'm going to get that job, and I'm going to show them. Right? So I used to go in my agent's book, in their agenda, and take out the appointments, right, and show up there. And that's how I was able to get jobs like the Calvin Klein campaign. That's how I got that job, because I literally stole the address and the appointments for other models, and I showed up there myself. Take risks, right? And don't sit and wait for people to hand you things. That's not going to happen. That's life. Things ain't going to come easy for you like that, right? Especially when, something is really and truly meant for you to have. You have to work for everything. You have to work for it. You have to work hard for it. All you young ones, right? That's on the YouTubes and all that stuff, right? And or watching the Kim Kardashians and all that. Don't be following that, okay? No, listen to me. Don't be following that, right? If you want to be a singer, if you want to be a fashion designer, if you want to be I don't want to say if you should be a Kim Kardashian. Yeah, we won't say that. No. But you get what I'm saying. Don't think that it's going to come so easy. Those people, you don't know what what it took for them to get to where they're at. But for you, work your butt off, right? Make some, record yourself, put it on the YouTube, right? Have your parents, of course, put it on the YouTube for you if you're a great singer, right? And put yourselves out there and make the best of your resources in a positive way. So my first show that I did for Jean-Paul Gaultier, remember I told you I saw that picture in a magazine with Jean-Paul and Madonna, right? What I didn't know was Madonna was walking in the same show I was walking in. And I was a big fan, it still is, but I was a huge fan, right? So I get backstage, and there's Madonna sitting there. I didn't realize, it was her too. She turns to me and she's like, "Oh, you're beautiful." I was like, "Oh, thank you." Thank you. So she's like, "I want your hair." I'm like, I can't have it. You gotta be black, girl, you gotta be black. You got some black in you, but you don't got, no. Yeah. She's like, "I want your lips." And I was like, not happening. You white. It's going down for you. You could pump all the injections you want. It ain't going to happen. And we were going on back and forth. She's like, "I want your legs." She was doing that. It was just crazy to me. Get on the runway. I'm walking on the runway. And there's Lenny Kravitz in the front row. You know what I did? A typical Jamaican. I walked off the runway, went and sat in Lenny Kravitz's lap, took his face and kissed it. Cover your ears, little ones. Cover your ears. Kissed him. When I say I laid it on him, I laid the biggest, fattest Jamaican kiss. Oh, he was chasing me after that, and I was running away from him like crazy because he's crazy. I kissed him. I ate him up. And then it was funny because I totally forgot that I was on the runway. I totally forgot that I was doing a show. So when it hit me that, dude, you're supposed to be doing the show, I jumped up, got on the runway, started walking. The entire time I'm on the runway thinking, I'm fired, I'm fired, I'm fired. I'm walking off, I'm fired, I'm fired, I'm so fired, I'm fired, I'm dead. And then I got backstage, and Gaultier comes up to me, Jean-Paul Gaultier comes up to me and he goes, "C'est quoi ça? What was that?" So I was like, "I know, I'm fired, right? I'm fired. I'm so sorry. It was Lenny. I don't know what happened." And he was like, "That was amazing." I was like, "It was?" And then you know what he says to me? He goes, "From now on, be yourself." I was like, are you serious? I can walk off the runway and kiss whoever I want anytime? Dude, you should have never told a Jamaican chick that one. It's a done deal. Things are not going to come to you easy, so work hard, okay? Work hard for it. So that's pretty much my story, and thank you.
Well, Stacey McKenzie sure is an inspiration for all of us to follow and unleash our inner supermodel. This is Janette Burke signing off for Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. Thank you for being with us. Until next time, continue to be fabulous, and please like, share, and follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and more. Hashtag Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. And please click below to subscribe to our YouTube channel.